Hey Billy, I'm Erika.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Thanks for being here with us today.
My pleasure.
I'm excited to watch you hit some golf balls.
So am I. Read about you, got your book.
Oh, amazing. All right, so you're already speaking my language. Where are you? Talk to me about either frustrations you have or ball striking that's not quite working. What's going on?
My ball striking's coming off the toe, as you can
Okay.
see. I'm falling back. I'm not getting that core rotation. Maybe I'm a little thick in the head, but I'm trying my best.
Okay. Well, hey, we love effort, right? We got to get some more output from that input.
Right.
So let's try and see where we're starting from.
Right.
I'm going to watch you hit a couple balls, take some practice swings, take your time as we get started here, and just watch your motion. But before we ask you start too, anything going on in your body in terms of pain or injury that would make it harder for you to move?
I had a lower back, but I do
Okay.
a lot of exercises, so
Okay.
I think I'm pretty good.
Okay, so a little low back, something maybe. All
Right.
right. So I think let's get into it.
Sounds
All right?
good.
That's pretty nice. How would you rate that shot?
Good.
Okay.
Solid.
That was good.
Sounded like it went off from the face.
A little toey.
Little bit.
What handicap level are you?
7.
7. Okay. All right. Got it. Let's do one thing here. Let's take another shot for me. I'm gonna have you just be inside of where that golf ball is. Just take one single practice swing for me from start to finish.
Right
When-
before, like there?
Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Okay.
Go for it.
Full.
Yeah, full practice swing. Okay, perfect. Just wanted to get that on tape. Just wanted to look at it. All right, now go ahead and hit another shot for me. And I'm just gonna watch you with my own eyes. So a little push miss there, out to the right. Ball stayed out to right field.
Cut it a little. Right.
What did you say?
Looks like I
Cut a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
Coming
you felt.
across, is it?
We'll talk about that. Let's talk about that. Hit one more.
I'm thinking that my arms are leading my body where it should be lower. Then that's where I
Okay.
feel that I'm having trouble with.
That's where you're stuck, feeling stuck
Yeah,
about
where
that?
I'm having where it's to be centrifugal coming through, and I'm just not doing it.
Okay.
Not getting that. I don't feel my lower body getting into that.
Okay.
Too fast.
A little fast. Give it one more go. I gotcha. I got a plan brewing here.
Same thing.
You know how I feel about the pendulum? Yes, do that for me. Keep going. Takes very little effort to do that pendulum swing, right?
Right.
Let's go like a little bit bigger. Let's just look at the rhythm of it. Ready?
Sure.
Yep. Tick, tock. Tick, tock. Great job. Great job. You're doing better than you think you are. But to me, the missing piece is a little bit of rhythm. You're rushing a little through it.
Right.
And because you're rushing, to me, you're cutting off what would be that tipping point. You're missing a little moment up there at the top of your swing. So what's the tipping point? Do you remember we talk about? Not really,
I
not
read
sure?
it. I don't. You know. I
Okay,
remember
it's okay,
that.
it's okay. So here it is, right? We have our back swing where we're gonna get the club swinging back. And we are calling that the momentum move. We heave the club up and away, okay? And then the club gets up here and momentum is now in full force. There's speed and energy happening, and so the weight of the club starts to do what?
Gets the wrist to supinate the wrist, and I'm not doing that.
We get some wrist hinge. You are doing it, but it's almost as if you stop a little short, a little low, and a little flat. So you're not quite getting up over that tipping point.
Right.
I think that you're swinging more into out than you realize. That's good news, because you're telling me you feel like you're cutting across the ball.
Then I'm coming. That's why the ball's coming to the right.
There's feel and then there's real. The real thing that I see happening, okay, let's use this as a target line.
Right.
I think you're swinging low and flat, and then you are unfortunately getting stuck with some pushes because the club is actually moving more into out than you realize.
Right.
So the problem, the first domino, the first piece that we need to take a look at is how we are transitioning from up here, but you're in the wrong zone. So we have to talk a little bit about how the tool needs to be swung in space. This is a really good concept. The tool is built on this angle, but it's not built on this angle,
Right.
at least not the iron.
Sure.
Okay, so it's a little bit more upright in space than how I think you're moving it. And so on the backswing, I want you to picture that the club is working on the angle that it was built and not on a different angle.
Got
Because from here, where is that stick pointing?
it. Right, too far
That's
out.
why the ball went right.
Right, sure.
You actually didn't cut across it. Now,
Got
you
it.
definitely might have hit it on the toe.
Right, right.
Maybe the face might have been open. It could close sometimes too, and you could hook it from the same place.
Sure.
So different things can happen from here. But unfortunately, if you're here, and I don't care how good of a sequence you're trying to get, if you're in the wrong place with the tool because it's not in the angle that it's built to be swung, you have to manipulate from there to save it. So you're sort of fighting yourself a little bit right now because you are on the hook to manipulate and you're trying so hard not to because you know about how I teach, but you have to, unfortunately. So the part that I'm gonna help you with to get your true swing really unlocked
Right.
is we're gonna get the back swing swinging a little bit more and a little bit more up.
Upright.
How we're gonna do that is not through lifting, we're gonna do it through swinging, and we're gonna do a little posture check and make sure that things are in position so we can get the arms and the club swinging up. But I think this
Right.
might be a really good little exercise for you to do. I've got a great drill we're gonna do. Let me go grab my magic rope, okay? I'll be right back. I like a rope, but if you don't have a rope at home, you probably have a towel, and they kind of work the same.
Sure.
So I am gonna give you the rope, and I'm gonna use the towel, because you're gonna get this feel. Let me have your golf club here. And we just have a molded grip on there, so it makes it a little easier to get good grip position. Now,
Right.
like I'm gonna do, you can do at the same time. We're gonna get this thing swinging, and then when we get it swinging going back, we wanna hit ourselves over the shoulder to the mid-back. Yes, good. Let's do that a few times. Find that spot, a little high. There we go. That's more the spot. So let's find that, and we're gonna go back and forth. So go all the way through over your shoulder and then come back again. Great job. Good. Great. Now we're using the rope for you to really get a little feeling of changing swing angle or swing plane,
Right.
which directly affects swing path. That's a lot of fancy terms. Instead of getting our swing and the rope swinging out to right field, we actually need to direct our energy more to the target.
Sure.
Okay, so to do that, it starts back up there so we're not pigeonholed to have trouble unwinding the swing in an unnatural way.
Right.
We also have time. Remember I said about the pendulum? So we're gonna get this rope swinging like a pendulum in that pendulum rhythm. Where
Right.
we're not rushing anything. Not gonna get ahead of the rope, be quick and short.
Sure.
Let's let the rope finish its journey like you just showed me, and we're gonna get it going with a little more regular tempo here. Ready? So tick, tock. A little touch faster on the swinging part. The part that you can wait is when it touches you.
Right.
There's like a little moment, but give me a little bit more speed. So it's swoosh, swoosh, swoosh.
More speed on the
More speed on
going
the
forward?
actual swing. Both ways.
Both ways?
Both ways. Swoosh. That's it. Swish. Faster back. Yes. Swoosh. Swoosh. In the momentum move going back, when you're doing this, notice how you're stepping onto the back foot to swing back
Right.
because of this drill.
Right.
Essentially, when you're in your follow through and then you whoosh, when you're in your follow through,
Right.
and then you keep going and you step down and whoosh the rope or the towel back.
Right.
There's a lot of speed there.
Sure.
But what's not rushed is the moment when the towel or the rope hits you in the back. We're just kind of waiting for it.
That towel, right, to hit you in the
Step,
back.
swing, step, swing. There's a bit of a rhythm happening there. If we get ahead of it, we get quick or short, the rope's not going to be swinging around us in a very friendly way. It'll get a bit unruly. That's it. You're doing it. Give me more speed on now. The follow through. Good. Over the shoulder both ways. Good. Very good. All right, next little piece of the puzzle. Now that you've felt the rhythm of that and also the placement of where the rope was hitting you,
Right.
tell me, I have a question for you about what you just experienced with the rope. When you swung that in the way that I was coaching you, did it feel different than your original swing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is more tempo. I'm waiting for to load up, like on the back, and then to go through straight through. I get more power because I'm already loaded up. It's being quick, like you said, and then shallow. So
Yes.
it's a better swing plane up on top more than coming from the side, like you said.
Perfect. Okay, I was hoping you'd say that because I wanted to see that you had a way of recognizing your arms were going higher without trying to force the position. It was more about almost picturing where the rope was going.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. So
And
then
not
my
about your
hands
arms.
would get up there because I'm
Yes.
thinking of the rope and not my hands.
Yes, at
Right.
some level, we're switching our focus from internal to external thinking. We're going to move to the next step, which is going to be to get some symmetry on the follow through for
Right.
where the backswing went. So a pendulum is very symmetrical, very even, okay?
Sure.
So what I want you to think of is this. I'll be your mirror here. So let's hold up your right hand, point it up this way. That's it, perfect. And I want you to just reach over to get to it with your other hand. So kind of clap and reach for it. Okay, good. So you see how your body had to turn to get there?
Sure. My
Okay,
back
good.
facing the target.
We could just say high and wide with this position, right?
Right.
Okay, good. So now let's reverse it. Let's go the other hand, and then we're going to reach for this hand. Very good. Do that a couple more times. Just stay on this side. Boom. Okay. Right now what you're doing is you're turning through, and you're also finishing a little bit more through and around, as if this destination is not pointing to right field, it's
Right.
not pointing at the target, it's actually kind of over here a little bit because this is the end of the circle.
Sure.
Circle doesn't finish directly here, there's more to it. The momentum is still going.
Right.
So now let's do this. Let's just do a little practice move. Put your hands on your shoulders like this, we'll bow into golf posture. We're gonna turn to your right, we're gonna make a little pivot to that side, okay, and we're gonna reach out. See how that's where your hands would go?
Right.
Okay, good. So come back to center, and we're gonna turn to the target, and we're gonna reach out. Okay, so that's where you were just clapping. See how when you face that direction, you just reach out? That's where your hands go.
Right.
So basically, when you turn your body, that's where you're telling your hands are gonna go.
Sure.
So did you do anything with your hands to get to that position other than just stretch your arms?
No, I let the core do it, all the body work, and just the arms would follow.
Right, so the essence of a true swing is the body leads the arms. I like to say the dog wags the tail.
Right.
So the body leads the arms, the body leads the arms. So if my body is finishing not quite all the way around, well, it's pretty much sending my arms out to right field.
Right.
And you're standing here thinking you're cutting across the ball when really I think that it's more that you're more shallow than you need to be, a little into out, and it's kind of hard to finish.
Right.
Or there might be a last ditch effort to save it, and that's when you feel that cut move.
Right.
It can result in chicken wing and different things just at the very last second.
Well, sure.
So I'm not saying you don't try to cut it at the last second, because it might be something that creeps in to save a block, but we're trying to eliminate all that manipulation. We want to free you up to not think,
Right.
and to have some easy cues about how the swing is swinging to create all those automatic mechanics. Does
Sure.
that sound okay? So
Yep.
we got feeling the rope. We understand these destinations out here. Can we put this together a little bit? We're gonna just hold the club as if it is the rope. So now we got the club in hand. Just take some practice swings there where you feel comfortable. We're going back and through with our tick-tock. We're not rushing the top. There's that moment of like 1 and 2 and. We're just waiting for the rope to almost hit us in the back. We know the club doesn't go as far as the rope does, but it's a feeling. Beautiful job. You're really doing nice with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love how high and wide your arms are looking. You're hitting those checkpoints.
Right.
They're destinations. It's a general idea of the shape of the swing. So
Got it.
let's swing those arms up over the shoulder. That's the feeling. That's the imagery.
Got it.
Hello. Wow, that was actually really, really good.
Yeah. It's getting much higher.
More
than it was.
solid.
Yeah, more solid as opposed to coming in shallow. It's like you said. Yeah.
I think you just got yourself unstuck. So the missing piece was a bit of swing path and swing plane. And
Sure.
And I think you were trying so hard to feel the swing, but you couldn't really true swing it from here because there's no angles that work from here. So the geometry was off.
Sure. Exactly.
And without doing any hard math,
Right.
okay, we're just picturing the shape of the swing working a little more vertical
Sure.
than where you were. That's great imagery. And why should it go there? Because that's how the club is built to move.
Right.
The angle of the iron is not the same as the driver, is not the same as the hybrid. And you don't have to learn 100 golf swings. You have to listen to your club. Your club is actually telling you a story of how it wants to move in space.
Right.
So listen to your golf club. Listen to how it wants to move. Follow the instructions your club is telling you how it wants to move in space.
Got
Don't
it.
fight it. And embrace that momentum. Pendulum, tick, tock. Billy.
Thanks.
Billy. Billy.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a lot better with the, yeah, it's going up further, straight
Now,
back.
sometimes longer, higher is scary. Like people say, oh gosh, like how am I gonna manage this long, big, it feels so big, it feels so long.
But that you want that extension from, you know, what I've read. So
A free swing is effortless. A true swing is effortless, and
Yeah.
it's very free. To me, it's very liberating. And yes, it takes a little trust to let
that's,
go,
yeah, the trust.
give up control
no
to
tension.
get control.
Right.
Come on.
All right. Giddy up.
Oh man, you are striping it
Yeah.
now, Billy.
Yeah, I
He's
feel,
on a roll.
feel better when I'm getting it higher.
Would you like to hit your driver or,
Sure, why
or
not?
another club? Let's do it. Woohoo!
Excellent. Tremendous.
Sheesh.
I'm pulling it back a lot, Erika. Like you said, instead of coming around my body.
So that feels
Yeah,
longer,
'cause I've been taught
higher.
that,
Yeah.
straight it back.
You're out of this
Been told that
low.
like 100 times, and I still, like, I might block it.
Wow.
I can't believe how easy this game is, thanks to Erika Larkin. Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you. I think the more comfortable you get with this and you lean into the feeling,
Right.
your ball flight's gonna actually start to go even a little bit higher, and that's just gonna give you more carry distance. So
Exactly,
for
yeah.
day one and swing number 15 or whatever this is, you have done amazing, my friend. I'm so happy.
Thank you very much,
came.
Erika. I really appreciate
Thanks
your time.
for
It's
your
great.
following along with the true swing and
Yeah.
true swing sequence. He was halfway there. We got him across the finish line. I'm so proud of you. You got to
Thank you.
keep in touch with me, okay?
I will.
All right, let's do
No
it.
doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.